How you guys doing today? This is Derek House with dhftns.com, and today I'm going to show you guys how I make my cauliflower pizza. So let's get to it. So two things you guys are going to need in order to make this recipe. One, I would suggest using a food processor to make this, however a blender works as well. And two, make sure you don't buy the frozen kind of cauliflower, buy the fresh kind. The fresh kind has a lot less moisture, so it's not going to be as wet and it's going to cook a lot better. It'll be more crispy. It'll just be 100 times better overall. A lot of people that buy the frozen kind will complain that it comes out mushy. Well, that's why. Now to show you guys what part of the cauliflower to use, what I like to do is peel the heads off the stem, and we're not going to use the stems in this recipe. So now go ahead and put 1.5 cups or around 150 grams of cauliflower into your food processor or blender. Half a teaspoon of basil, half a teaspoon of parsley, and half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. You can use oregano as well. And last, before we blend or process it together, we're going to add 1 cup or around 112 grams of fat-free cheddar cheese. And now just go ahead and blend or process it all together. Once it starts to look like that, it's now ready to be shaped into a pizza. Go ahead now and preheat your oven on 450 and then take out a baking sheet. You can also cook this on a pizza stone. However, I like cooking it on a baking sheet with some parchment paper on top. If you don't have parchment paper, just go ahead and spray some non-stick cooking spray on your baking sheet. Now take your mix and we're going to shape it into a pizza onto the baking sheet. You just want to make it somewhat round. And that's what it should look like before it goes in the oven. So now go ahead and put it in the oven on 450 for around 10 to 15 minutes. So it's been around 12 minutes. I usually like to take it out once the bottom looks like it's getting crispy. That way I can put some toppings on it and cook it for an additional 5 minutes. So that's what it looks like after 12 minutes. So this is just how I like to top it. You guys can use whatever you want for toppings. For sauce, I like to put some salsa. This is 90 grams or around 3 servings. And then I like to add 1/4 cup or around 28 grams of some reduced fat Mexican blend cheese. And finally, to put some meat on top of it, you can either add lean ground beef, lean ground turkey, or chicken. I like to put around 3 ounces on top. This beef I'm using is 96.4. Make sure that you pre-cook your meat before you put it on top. And now we're going to go ahead and stick it back in the oven for another 5 minutes on 450. Or until the cheese on top looks like it's cooked. So now it's been 5 minutes. It does look done, so we're going to go ahead and take it out now. And there is your cauliflower pizza. As far as the calories go, in just the crust without any of the toppings, it's only 218 calories for the whole crust. No grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, and 39 grams of protein. Now as for the calories with the toppings I used, in the whole pizza there's only 426 calories. Only 9 grams of fat, 23 grams of carbs, and 63 grams of protein. So that's not too bad for a pizza. So the pizza's done. It looks absolutely delicious. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try it for you guys. Yes, you can pick it up like normal pizza. If for some reason it's too mushy, 1, you use frozen cauliflower. That has too much moisture in it and it won't be able to cook right. 2, you didn't let it cool long enough. Or 3, you didn't cook it long enough. Bon appetit. I wish you guys could taste what I'm tasting. Only 23 grams of carbs in this whole thing. Absolute diet saver. The salsa, the beef, it has the crispiness when it enters your mouth like normal pizza. It's really dense and filling as well. There's only 400 calories with the toppings I use. Absolutely delicious. Alright guys, I just want to thank you for watching. If you liked my cauliflower pizza recipe, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. It motivates me to keep making these videos. If you aren't already subscribed, you can do so by clicking right there on the screen coming up, and by subscribing you'll get an email every week telling you I upload a new video. Comments or suggestions go down below. I do try and respond to everybody. Alright guys, I got some pizza to eat. Stay healthy.